This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another exciting Starbound mod spotlight. Today we are taking a look at Akiyamax Weapon Pack, Akiyamax. I'm not sure how to pronounce that person's name, but it's essentially a pack of weapons, and you see the name on the screen. Okay, so how do you get the weapons? Well, you need a good old-fashioned anvil, and then you're gonna come over here to this tab right here, the sword tab, and then they're just kind of smashed on in here and amongst all the other stuff. So they're all pretty similar in their cost. So you're looking at the 30 Solarium stars and the 5 silicon boards. And then the other thing kind of varies a little bit. So like this needs 10 bombs. The Demolition Err needs 10 bombs. If we scroll down a little bit, here's another one. This one just needs the Solarium and the silicon boards. And if we scroll down to like the Ripper, you need the sharpened claws. And so it kind of varies a little bit, 10 batteries for that one. But I know, you all don't care about the cost because once you get in the game, you'll worry about that later. You want to see what these things can do. So let's take a look at what these things can do. So we're gonna go through each of them. We're gonna start off with the blaster, and its flavor text just says Michael Bay because, you know, why not? So it does this. It's explosions. Pretty much what you would expect. The fire, the bullet travel time is super fast. Like if you look at how quick it travels through the air. So you got no lob, no nothing. It's just a straight shot. So that's its primary fire. That's its left click. So its right click does that. Much slower, but this long trail of explosions. Really nice effect there. So let's spawn in a little guy and let's come like right about there and just shoot down on him. So, you know, decent damage. I gotta say, these are pretty well balanced. They're really well balanced. You could put these in your game and use them and not feel like too crazy overpowered. Now, granted, this guy right here, this guy is made to be able to take quite a beating. So, you know, he's high level. You can see here. I'm not sure what level I'm spawning these in at. I think level 20, 30, something like that. But it gives us an idea. They're durable for a purpose. So if we hit him here, you can see like 18, 33. You know, it depends on where the explosion hits, depending on how much damage he's going to take. Then if we fire this one, you know, it's a lot more damage. That chunked him down a little bit, but you know, it's still pretty good. Let's take a look at the energy cost of this. So I'm gonna pop out of there. We're going to go out of admin, and we'll just take a look at the old energy cost here. So a normal fire, a little bit of energy, you know, not too terrible. And we're at base, we're at 100. So I would say that's probably like about 25-ish. And then if we right click, that's your full energy bar. So while you're getting that major explosion, you're using up your full energy bar. Okay, let's go to the next one. The next we have Demolition Err. This thing's specifically made to destroy land. So we're gonna take a quick look at the damage, but then I'm gonna show you what it can do when you destroy a planet. So we're gonna pop on over here like this and just shoot down on this guy. And you can see, oh wow, it actually destroyed some of my backing. I mean, I have tile protection on. That should have not have been able to happen. Okay, so we're not gonna test it in my testing facility here because I don't want to ruin my testing facility. Okay, so now we're over here in an area where I don't really care if it takes any damage. So let's just fire this thing and see what we can do. So if we fire, yeah, you can see that knocks out a pretty decent chunk of land. So that's our normal fire. That is our left click. So we're clicking. Yep, there you go. That's what you got. Let's take a look at the energy cost. So you can actually fire this thing and not use any energy. Like we're firing it and we are definitely not in admin mode and no energy is being used. So this one might be a tad bit OP. So then there is your right click. It just absolutely devastates the land. So if we right click again, you can see that it fires a lobbing projectile that then shoots projectiles out from it. Let's try it one more time. So there you go. If you fire a nice big lob, it's going to just decimate the land underneath of you. So that one is the Demolition Err. says, warning, this weapon destroys the blocks. That it definitely does. All right, let's head on back to the testing facility. All right, we're back here at the testing facility. We should be good now. We shouldn't have too much to worry about. So next up, we have the multiple Warheads Gun. It just says barrage missiles. So let's check out what this one does. We'll spawn in a little guy here and we'll fire. And you get a bunch of, like, this is your normal left click, your primary fire. You can see that it fires one missile, takes up all of your energy, but that one missile just fires a ton of little missiles. Some of them appear to heat seek to a certain extent. May not be full on heat seek, kind of just guided maybe, because they don't necessarily all hit the target. Some of them are, if you look, they're trying to curve around to hit it. So that is the primary, that is the left click. So let's go on to the right click. It also uses all of the energy, but you can see that it wants to swoop up. So if we come out here and we go, let's just go up top here and we fire it, you can see that it goes up in the air and just rains down a large area. Let's follow it up. Goes pretty high, then they explode, and then it rains down a large area. But in a confined area like this, it's just going to go up and hit the ceiling and try to find some place to go for a second. So this one's really neat. I like this one. You can see the damage, you know, did, was that there? 120, 56. So your lower levels, you're going to destroy most things. The higher levels, you probably destroy them. You're not going to be like 2 or 3 shot in a boss though. So still relatively balanced. Still a really neat weapon. I really like the way the missiles work on that one. Next up, we have the plasma cannon. The flavor text says it is powerful, but cannot rapid fire. Okay, so let's take a look at what it does. Whoa, that's pretty neat. So you hold down, you use all your energy, half your energy on one shot. And then you have a little bit, so it's a little less than half of your energy per shot here. If we fire it again, then fire it one more time, because you don't need full energy to fire something. So yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. You can get 3 shots off with base energy. That's base energy. So if you have something on to give you more energy, you're gonna get much more shots fired off. Okay, let's check out the primary fire on this guy. Your left click, 42 per hit. That's pretty decent. That's not bad at all. I mean, 42 per hit, they don't guide or nothing, but the bullet travel is super fast. So, you don't have to lead very far to be able to hit whatever you're trying to hit. Okay, let's check out the secondary fire, your right click, and it fires, looks like a barrage. So you can get 2 fires off. Yep, 3. Yeah, 3. Because of the delay, there's a cooldown there. Like, I'm tapping as fast as I can, but you got a bit of a cooldown, so that delay allows you to build back enough energy to continuous fire. If you had armor to give you more energy, you may be able to fire a lot more. So let's see there, 37, yeah, and that is splitting. He's just getting hit by all of them. It's not high enough up. If I go a little higher, you can see, there we go. We got a bit more of a fire there. So that's the plasma cannon. Okay, let's go into the plasma rifle now. So your primary fire, your left click. Oh, you can just hold it down and blast like crazy. That's really good. I like that. Okay, let's just do a single fire and see how much energy it uses. Barely any energy at all. Hardly any energy at all. So that's not terrible. This is actually a really neat gun. I like this gun. Really good. Look, I mean, you're doing a solid 12 damage a hit and you're just absolutely pecking away. That was pretty good damage there on 1 bar of energy. Let's check out its secondary ability. It's right click. Oh, is that just bigger bullet? Yeah, bigger bullet probably means more damage. The fire looks to be about the same. Yeah, I think it's just a bigger chunk of plasma there. So that's a hitting for 12, 23. Looks like 23, maybe 12, and then that's hitting for about the same. So, no, that's double, it looks like. So it's double what your primary fire was. It looked like 6 and 12 because you're getting a double hit. and then probably like 24. It's probably what it is. It's a little less than 12, and it's combining the two and only hitting 23. So there you go. That's that one. That is the plasma rifle. Just flavor text just says standard weapon. Okay, let's move on to the Ripper. This one's my favorite. This one is freaking awesome. Shred an enemy with a rotating blade. Now you think this is going to be similar to the Sol Chakram, but it's not. I mean, it kind of is, but it's kind of not. It's really awesome. Okay, you ready for this? Now this is its primary fire. It's left click, so we fire it. Look at that. How cool is that? It like splits into two, it looks like. Or it's chasing after it because it moves so fast. I can't really tell, but it looks amazing. Like, it's so good. Okay, now let's fire on this guy and watch what happens. It hits and like gets stuck and spins a little bit, kind of like the Chakram does. And if you can hit it right on them, like you could use this to kind of block them from getting to you. If I can, yeah, there you go. See, he kind of gets stuck in it. Really good. And it doesn't use a whole ton of energy, so you can fire off a couple of these before you have to worry too much about your energy being depleted. So that's not bad at all. All right, let's check out its secondary ability. It's right click. And if we fire it, you think, oh look, that does the same thing, but no, not really. It actually homes. So you can see there, it just went right to him, got stuck inside of him, and kind of, well, I mean, if it would have been a smaller creature and not some OP level, it would have devastated him. It does use a pretty good chunk of your energy when you fire it. You can see there that it's taken almost all of our energy. We got enough to fire 2 of these before we would run out. But if Starbound didn't have the broken energy situation that it does, we should only be able to fire 1 of these at a time. But if you have plenty, like I said, we're only using base energy here, is, you know, just to give us an idea. So if we fire 2 of these, look at that. Oh man, it's so good. So good. I love this weapon. This is like my new favorite weapon. Even though it doesn't do a ton of damage, you can see it's just like 8s and 9s, nothing serious. And then you got this one just to get it stuck in the ground. See, there was a good preview of what it can do. It can just keep bouncing them back. But that secondary fire, oh, it's so good. So good. Okay, on to the last weapon. This one, I don't know. The Thundercloud and the Ripper, both, they're kind of equal for me. The Thundercloud I like almost as much as the Ripper. All right, its flavor text says the trajectory of thunder is a whim. Now, this thing is great. Watch this. So that's just your normal left click. That's your primary fire. Just your normal left click there. Look at him. He's under us, right? Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter that he's under us. Fire straight, fire up. You can see that it's arcing to try to get to him. Look at it. See, notice how it's arcing. If we back up a little bit, there you go. We hit him. If you're over near the edge and you just like click, yep, there you go. So really neat. I like that it is lightning and it fires a straight up lightning bolt, and it somewhat homes in on the enemy a little bit. It looks like it might only home in sometimes. I can't really tell. It's definitely hitting him and definitely homing sometimes. All right, so let's pay attention to the energy now when I fire it. So that's its primary fire. About 25-ish per. Not terrible at all for primary fire. And I mean, its damage was good too. What's it hitting for? 32? 32 is good. Okay, let's check out its secondary fire. It's right click. Look at that. Oh yeah, it's so good. Now you notice I only got off 2 there. 2 fires, that's it. That's all you get. But let's just hover right above this guy and get a direct hit. Look at that. Oh, that is awesome. And it might actually be damaging the blocks too, a little bit. It looks that, I mean, they're lighting up blue. Let's go take a look. I actually did not test this out. I didn't even notice it before to see if this thing can remove blocks or not. All right, here we are back over in our test area. So if you look, it's not. You can't fire fast enough. It's definitely hitting the blocks and doing some damage to the blocks, but not enough to be able to actually remove them. Just minor damage. And while we're at it, let's just go through and see if any of these others can. Nope. Neither one of those can. I'm going to pop back into admin mode so we're not going to worry about energy, because we've already seen how much energy each of these uses, so not too worried about it. All right, let's check out the Warheads. No, that does like no ground damage at all. Like the blocks don't even crack. And that's the Demolition. We know that one does. The Blaster, nope, none at all. Not even the good one. Not even its secondary. So it looks like the lightning one will damage the blocks a little bit, but not enough to break them. So the only one that's actually going to be breaking blocks is your Demolition Err. Okay, and that is all of them. That's it for this weapon pack. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Everybody watch it. Thanks for watching. That is going to wrap it up for this video. Before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you so much for all of your support. You all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to help support this channel through Patreon, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought. If you're shy and you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.